Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Today's episode, we're going to take a look at a few things that's happened in the tank. Nothing too major really. This finally letting you know what I'm actually going to be doing on this rock scape here. You'll probably be able to tell anyway. And yeah, I snapped the digi which is over there, which I've put here. Well, that's just for the time being because I'll probably get rid of that. But it is one of those things, it happens. I stuck my hand in the tank and I caught it when I was cutting a few things off. But nevertheless, let's get straight onto it. First things first, tank doing fine, no problems whatsoever. All parameters are all in check like I usually are. Very similar numbers to what I had last time, last week. But yeah, all good, all going good. If you notice here, these mushrooms which are stuck here are absolutely flourishing, guys. These are the largest I've ever seen them under there. Now, if you remember, they were on the ground here a few videos back. I stuck them there to get a bit of colour on that rock because, I mean, when you obviously build your tank up and you scape, you forget about the growth and the growth pattern. Obviously, this growth pattern is going to be coming out here. Obviously, the hirsuto is growing over here, which has been. So obviously, the underside of it is going to get shaded. These candy canes are not too bad. They're getting quite a bit of spread from the radion, so that's not too bad in theory. But especially under here, you don't really tend to get, and under this ledge, you don't seem to get. So I needed a bit of colour there, and I just thought, you know what, let's see if these will work by putting these little mushrooms here. And lo and behold, yeah, they're looking absolutely fantastic. Probably the best Superman mushrooms I've seen, to be fair. Like, they're just absolutely coloured up beautifully and they're growing huge, so that's a really positive. Then I stuck this frog spawn here as well, which isn't doing too bad really. It's sulking, I suppose. It's been sulking for the past few days, but I think it just didn't like the change. If you remember, that was over here, just there. Well, you can actually see where it was. And yeah, don't think it's like the move, but I'm sure it'll come round. As for the gunny, this has been like this for the past week, so yeah, don't know what's wrong with that. As I say, I'm not a gunny pour a king. Jay is more of that sort of stuff, but yeah, for some reason, guys, I just cannot keep gunny pourers. I am dosing all the stuff that needs to be dosed for it, but yeah, nothing's happening. As for these, the Duncans are absolutely thriving, guys, so really loving life here. Colour on them is fantastic, so can't really fault it, and everything's doing really good. The bubble coral, massive again, absolutely huge. It's hard to tell you the size of that bubble coral, but you'll only see it. I mean, side view there is loving life. And then we put these clove polyps, which are over in the corner, are doing really good. And then I've forgotten about this guy. He was wedged at the graveyard, and then we've got a few more of these mushrooms all scattered about, little babies. And then this thing, which was a torch, a torch coral, not a torch coral, sorry, a candy cane. This one's still alive, so I don't know where this guy's irritating it, so we'll have to move him. We'll move him in a bit anyway. But anyway, guys, other than that, everything in this tank is doing well. What I did do is I went to Radicals last weekend. I went to the Aquafest. Was going to shoot some stuff on it, but I've forgotten to charge my phone, and I only really realised when I didn't even look at my phone, and when I was halfway up the motorway, it's flashed that I only had like 10%, so obviously that was an issue, because I didn't even know where I was going. But yeah, so I couldn't film anything really, but it was a good event, don't get me wrong. A few people who were new there, and stuff like that, but before the event happened, I was reached out by Phil, who's the Coral Essentials operations manager, I believe, for Europe, for Coral Essentials. He reached out to me and said to me, would I be interested in trying the new food that the Coral Essentials have brought out, and also the CVE, which is basically, I'm going to show you in a minute. It basically enhances all of your corals. It's got some CHROMA Plus, VIBRANCE and stuff like that inside it, which is supposed to help, especially SPS and stuff, but overall it will help all of your corals. So I was really interested in to know more about that. It's not a sponsored video. Basically, it just wants to know my thoughts, to see what I think of it, what I think of the product, and basically to see what it does to the tank. So yeah, I thought to myself, you know what, let's give it a crack and we'll see. So when I went up there, he was there. I met him, had a good chat for a good 45 minutes to an hour with him. Very knowledgeable lad, knows his stuff with the reefing industry, and he was telling me everything about it. And stuff like that, and how long it took to process, you know, from start to finish, especially the new coral food. It's crazy times, guys. You're looking at 18 months, 19 months of like research and development, and also getting it through to pass certificates. So a lot of things go into it behind the scenes that we don't see. We just see the finished product. So hopefully, he said to me, he gave me a pack, and he also said he's going to do a pack for the live stream as well, which obviously I was really thankful for and appreciative. So massive thanks to Phil and Coral Essentials for doing that. They didn't need to, but yeah, I'm sure one of our subscribers and one of our live stream fellow reefers will love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing this over the time, and I'm going to give a 3 month and I'm going to give a 6 month update on what I've seen, if anything, good or bad. And I will be giving my honest opinion on everything. Obviously, he knows that. I told him that's exactly, you know, it's just the way I am. And if something works, then I'm all out for it. And if it doesn't, then you know, then I'm going to say, because I'm not going to lie to every one of you guys. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. But I've been reading up on it, and I'm really optimistic that it's going to do really well in my tank, especially for the SPS as well. And as you can see, they're colouring up beautifully. So anything that can enhance the colour of my coral is a win-win for me. So yeah, I can't wait to try it. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at what we got. And this is the new Coral Essentials Coral Power Food. Now, been reading up on it. Well, reading up on from the back here. And it's basically saying it's all natural products. So we've got no stuff. So like, say for instance, other products which can increase nitrates and especially phosphates. This stuff is not meant to do that. This stuff is just basically gets to the corals. You know, basically it's all dried, freeze-dried foods that have been promoted to promote health and vitality at aquarium, it says. So for that, just reading off that, guys, I can't wait to try this. I'm going to be stopping my reefroids. I'm going to be dosing this instead, and we're going to see where we go from here. Like I said, you get a good 50 gram pouch, and it's definitely up to there. So it's a good serving, and it tells you exactly what you've got to do. Broadcast feeding, add 1 full scoop per 100 litres to high flow, and allow it thing. So basically, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to switch off all the pumps, barring one. So whether it'll be the MP40 or this side here, the gyro. And I'm going to leave everything, all the other pumps off, and I'm just going to broadcast it, target it into the tank, and we'll see where we go from there. But really can't wait to try this. Looking forward to it, to be fair. And hopefully, like you said, we'll see where it goes, and hopefully good things from this. And then we have the CVE. Now, as you can see, just by reading off it, it tells you exactly, you know, what it is. So it's basically it enhances all the pigments, the metabolism and the polyp extension, the all for reef stunning. So it shows you exactly on how much you need to dose. I spoke to Phil, and he told me, obviously, even though my tank is pretty full and stuff, he said to just go off what it says there. So my tank is roughly around 300 litres of water volume. So I'm going to stick to dosing 12 ml per day. I asked him whether is a specific time you can dose. He says no, you can either dose all the way through the day, 24 hours, or you can dose it in parts, i.e. you could dose it in 2 parts. So with me dosing like 12 ml, I could dose it in 6 ml and 6 ml. It doesn't really matter. Or I can dose it 2 ml if you got, like, say, a Versa, which is super accurate. You know, and the Versa obviously can dose really minuscule amounts, as we all know. So really, in theory, if you was to you know, to dosing quite a bit of this stuff, a Versa is the way to go, but I haven't got another one. So what I'll be doing is I'll be running it on the D&D one, which is this guy here. I'm going to be running it on that guy there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it here, the bottle here. I'm just going to feed the cable through the back like we do. Feed the cable through the back and just dose it into the return. I was going to put it into the tank, but I haven't got a clip to hold it onto. But I'm sure if I dose it into the sump, it should be fine. I will check, and if there's any amendments, then I'll put it in the description below here. But I'll speak to Phil just to see if I can dose it directly into the sump, which I think I would be able to, because there's obviously flow in there because of the return chamber, because of the return pump. So hopefully we'll do that. And yeah, really can't wait to seriously get onto this and see if there's any improvement in the growth, and not only the growth but the colour really for me. I mean, as we all know, I talk about the growth in the tank, which is, I mean, it's crazy in some parts. Some corals grow really mad, and some others are not as fast growing. But I mean, do we really want a lot of growth? Not really, maybe. But colour, if I can get more colour in the tank, then that would be fantastic, especially on the SPS range. I want a lot more colour, more brightness, vividness. And yeah, as for the rest of them, the LPS and stuff like the Zoas and stuff like that, they all seem to be fine, so I can't see there being a problem there. But other than that, I think SPS is the way to go, and stuff like that. Coming on, so yeah, so once again, massive thanks to Phil for reaching out, and I'll be sure to give my honest opinion on this, and let you all guys know in the not too distant future. The next 3 to 6 months, we'll be able to know exactly where we stand. And like I said, Phil is going to be giving one of these out to one of our viewers, one of our subscribers, and one of our viewers on our live streams. So yeah, once again, a big thanks to Phil and the team from Coral Essentials. But going on to this rock, finally, as you can see, we've got some Zoas there, which were on, I think they were on last week. And I think, to be honest guys, that's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to go, all this is going to be a Zoa rock. I need to find some really good Zoas, so if any of you guys out there know of people or have got Zoas yourselves that you're interested in trading or selling, then let me know in the comments below, because I'm always welcome to it. And I think I'm going to go Zoas there. And then if you remember, I've got this Raja Rampage from Paul. That is going to go in this corner here. I measured it with a par reading, and it's around about 180, 190 there, so I think it'll look really good there. I was going to put it on this ledge, but the bubble coral could reach up there, and I don't really want it to sting. Whereas up here, we've got a nice bit of shading, and I think we're going to be good with that. And then obviously, hopefully, we get these Zoas, we're going to stick them all around the rock, as you see there, scattered, all mixed variety. And I think it'll look stunning. So we're going to have like a Zoa rock there, along with the Raja Rampage growing outwards here. And I think it'll just absolutely just take the tank to another level, you know, in that sense. I mean, you know, you've got your SPS all here, you've got your LPS, softies, stuff like that, all the way along the bottom and the top. And then a nice little Zoa rock island there. I think that's the way to go. So let me know in the comments if you think that's going to be a good idea. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be buying some of this stuff, or you're going to be waiting for me to give my honest opinion. We're really interested to know. So once again guys, really appreciate you following me. If you've not already done so, click the thumbs, click the like, and if you've not already done so, click the subscribe. It really helps the channel out, makes me produce videos, and yeah, stay with the track. So once again, really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video. So take care guys, and I'll see you soon.